Hello and welcome to MMOFTW for February 9th, 2014. I'm your host, Bill Murphy, and this is the week that was in MMO news at MMORPG.com. The NDA, or part of it, has dropped for the Elder Scrolls beta, and this week we're devoting MMOFTW to that cause. Plus, the fact that Broadsword Online Games has broken off from EA Mythic and is now working on new content for Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot. Did EA just do us a favor by letting these games go? Watch on and find out. This is MMO FTW. Well, we're going to wing it a little bit this week instead of going with a scripted approach because I want to talk to you about the Elder Scrolls Online and the fact that we just released 8 articles, maybe 9, all detailing what we've learned in the beta so far. Now, the big thing about Elder Scrolls Online is the fact that it seems to be so divisive between different members of the press and different players who have played the game as well. For my part, it took a long time to really get into the Elder Scrolls, but around 10 levels in, which is actually about 10 hours played for me, I finally clicked that I was playing an Elder Scrolls game. It just happened to be online. I like it. However, not all of our writers feel the same way. We have Gareth Harmer, who's writing an article about why he's not so into it later this week, and our own Garrett Fuller is having some trouble digging into it as well. Plus, Elliot Lefevre from Massively has also notoriously been pretty brutal on the game, and the fans are all over him, but hey, it's his opinion. He's allowed not to like it, right? So, yeah, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, also same deal. They don't really like it too much either, it seems. But from what I can tell, it seems that those folks who only played a few hours are the ones who were like, I don't get this is boring, this is just not as good as Skyrim, it's like a cheap version of Skyrim, blah, 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 blah. And yet the players who then stick it out and play longer, like myself, Dan Tack, and Rob Lashley, eventually you just kind of start to like it more. I don't know if it's because of the starter island sort of being a terrible experience or a slow experience, and then the game opens up a lot more as you actually get into the meat of the content, or if it's something else entirely. For my own part, I'm starting to really rather enjoy it, so I want you guys to head over to MMORPG.com and click on the Elder Scrolls Online on our game list and actually go through the articles we've written. We have the Comprehensive Good and Bad of ESO by myself. We have Diving Deep into ESO's Crafting by Mike Bitton. Headed Down the Path to Undaunted, which explores the guilds, like the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild. That's by Gareth Harmer. We have an Inside the Ebonheart Starter Area by Christina Gonzalez. We have an exploration about the combat and how it's deeper than you expect, another one by Christina. And we have Free to Choose Your Own Path by our own Susie Ford. She is not an Elder Scrolls fan. She's never played the vaunted Skyrim. However, she's finding herself enjoying the game too because of its realistic approach and its freedom of progression. And then, of course, you have Adventuring in Stros Mackay, which is the Daggerfall Covenant Starter Area by Michael Bitton. And we actually have my own video first impressions on the game. If you go to videos, you'll find it there. And you'll also find a video by Rob Lashley called This Week in ESO, a new series he's begun. It's also pretty cool. He should have that up for us weekly for this foreseeable future. And then, like I said, later this week we have some more features on the game, including some of the more negative looks at Elder Scrolls Online and whether or not it should be worth your time and money, because I know that's kind of the hotly debated topic right now. And lastly today, I know this is a short MMOFTW, but this is just what we're doing this week. We're just trying this out. I wanted to mention Broadsword Online Games. Now, Rob Denton is one of the original founders of Mythic Entertainment, and it seems, though we'll have to get some more information from him because we do have an interview coming up for you guys with Rob. It seems that he and some of the other staff members at Mythic have broken off from the company now that they seem to be focusing more on mobile platforms with Dungeon Keeper and Ultima, I think it's Ultima Forever. Yeah. They're taking this new company called Broadsword Online Games, and they're making more content and managing Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot themselves. Now, they're still operating under the EA banner, but it seems like they have full autonomy to do whatever they want with these two veteran games. And there's a promise that's coming with it of a lot more content, a lot more communication, and possibly even new stuff from Broadsword Online Games in general. Could we possibly see maybe a new Ultima game, a new Dark Age of Camelot game, a new expansion, updated visuals, anything like that? I don't know. We'll have to find out what Rob and his team have in store, but it's good to see that 2 games that I kind of thought were just stuck in limbo are back and up and kind of on their way to bigger and better things again. These are veteran games that deserve some real attention, and I hope they get it. That'll do it for this week. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. Did I forget anything? Maybe? At MMORPG.com without the dot. This is Bill Murphy. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't let a bad pug get you down. Talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.